league too.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Time running out here on the play clock. They run again with Jackson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Jackson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Given 6 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
So disappointing there for a defensive unit. You hold them to a 4th down in their own territory, you figure you've gotten yourselves off the field, and all of a sudden, here's the offense staying out to go for it. And they wind up getting a 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye.
319. Easy. All right.
Now a give. Michael running left. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers. And he's into the clear. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he puts it through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. Right? Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want, yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
A dump off to Lacy. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A gain of 39 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rodgers now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the run, this is Jackson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Here's Griffin. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? 2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Second down, here's Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On first down, Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw is RG3. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, Griffith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Slow.
throwing now. Griffin on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, 43 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go to Michael again, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Into the red zone. It's right. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense? And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now Griffin on first down. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Nick Perry from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now Griffin on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Third and long. It's Griffin. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right.
And this is caught inside the 5. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Griffin keeps it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. RG3 taking it in. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Rodgers throwing here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. To throw is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Eddie Lacy, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. To throw is RG3. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
10 yards to go on 3rd. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd down, Griffin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Shift together here from the D-line. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll try and run for it with Michael. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Christian Michael, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.